Well, good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at this beer right here from Half Hours on Earth. This beer is Boosh and/or Rakau. Boosh and/or Rakau. It's a farmhouse saison brewed with wheat and rye at 6.2% alcohol. So what do we have back here? Bottled on the 5th of December. Today's the 3rd of January, so just under a month. Nice looking beer. Very nice looking beer. I really like the very, very thick, never-ending white head. Tiniest amount of snap, crackle, pop. This is a heady beer that is not going to go away very easily. So thick I cannot see my hand through it. Super, super thick. Brassy color. Very, very swamp watery. I actually had a brackish fish tank once that when I started stirring up the sand to clean underneath, the water kind of got that color. So I really do think swamp water when I see that. The head is still rising a little bit. It's still coming up. It's going above the glass. Visually, I think that's an appealing looking beer. However, I don't have the entire beer in the glass yet. I still have about an inch and a half at the bottom here, scent. You get that kind of spiciness that comes off of rye. I'm not getting the nonchalant wheat scent, just the standard graininess, but I am getting a very tart note on here, both lemon and lime. Lemon, lime, spicy rye. There's something else in the background I can't quite pick out, and I can't sniff through all this head to figure out. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Let's drink the beer. Should I just drink out of the bottle first? Yeah, you know what? Cheers. Now that was intriguing. I'm curious if the glass is going to be the same. Yeah. Okay. So, that nonchalant graininess, that nondescript, just weedy graininess is there from beginning to end. Also at the end, you get that thicker, kind of spicy rye taste, almost like a pumpernickel bread. So weedy, grainy pumpernickel bread, just very, very bready. A little bit of tiniest touch of like allspice in there, and then cloves on the back end. I smelled lemon and lime when I was sniffing it. I kind of taste it, but more like it was you had a giant 2-liter bottle of water and you squeezed a couple limes in there. So it's more that just kind of lime flavor, no sourness, nothing like that. Just a little bit of lime and lemon flavor. Really, the end flavor is that clove dryness and that bready biscuitiness with that little bit of rye spice. It's not a bad beer. It's not a bad beer at all. It's not my favorite beer from Half Hours on Earth. It's not my least favorite beer from Half Hours on Earth. For me, this is solid. This is another solid home run beer. Well, I shouldn't say home run. This is a solid single or a solid double. I'd give this a 6.5 out of 10. It's a solid beer, but it's not anything like the other beers that are made by this company, and that's just the way I'll be with it. It's not like Totally or Neptunatu, Neptanati. The Yalla Yallas, the barrel-aged Yalla Yallas. It's just not up to par to those, in my opinion. But that doesn't matter. You might love it. I find this a very good beer, just not a spectacular beer. Basically, if this was online again, I wouldn't buy it. But there's so many other beers from him that I have bought that it doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Au revoir. I'll be on toast. See you soon. Bye bye. Cheers. I'm going to drink this while I watch episode 3 of Justified.